Good morning. I'm really excited to welcome you to my first road trip of the year. So I'm up in Yorkshire with my mate Garry Sugden, who links to Garry down below. And Garry is not quite a local, but he knows this place far better than I do. I'm at this beautiful, beautiful fishing village called Staithes, and I photographed here once before, a long time ago, and I've also been here with the family, but I've never seen this viewpoint. Well, I've seen the photograph but didn't know where it was. And Gary's introduced it to me, so we're just waiting for sunrise, which is about 15 minutes. We saw a hint of light earlier on, but at the moment it's not looking great, and I've got a couple of shots in mind for this location. This is the first one, and the other one I was going to use the drone down in the harbour. In the meantime, we've got the 1430 on. I've got this lovely wide open scene. I was hoping for a few more lights on in some of the houses, but it's a Sunday morning. Let's see what happens with the light. So the other exciting thing that's happening today is Garry. I'm quite choked about this. Garry has told me that he's going to make me an honorary Yorkshireman. So I've got an oath to do, which you'll see live on camera. I'm preparing myself. Essex, I'm not abandoning you because I'm always going to be an Essex boy, but to be an honorary Yorkshireman, it's what a fantastic thing that's going to be. So you'll see that and witness that live on the channel very shortly. So there we go. That's sunrise. Sometimes you get a little bit of light 10 or 15 minutes later on, but I think there's too much cloud on the horizon really to make this fantastically dramatic, which we were hoping for, but it's still a beautiful shot. I've just done a panoramic as well, which I'll stitch together, and hopefully that will work out, which will be nice. But I think what we're going to do now, just going to give it another 10 minutes just in case, and then we're going to wander down this big steep hill down to the village itself. Another first actually for today is this is the first time I've worn this new bag, and it actually feels lighter than my old bag, and it's got an extra lens in it, which is odd. I think it's the straps and the fact that it's got a cage around it, but I'll let you know a bit more about the bag later on. But we're halfway down now, and there's this lovely bridge which I'm standing on, which goes across from the other side of the harbour, and I've photographed from here before. It's really, really nice, but fortunately still we haven't got an awful lot of light. The tide's coming in, we've got another couple of hours for that, but it just fills up this channel, so it doesn't make a great deal of difference to us. But we're see Garry is scouting out, just having a look at maybe potentially little abstract shots, which I'm really enjoying. People are starting to wake up. Yeah, just saying people are just waking up. A lady walking past me think, what's this guy doing? Talking to himself first thing in the morning. But actually it's a beautiful day, it's really nice. And the houses here are just beautiful, really lovely. What makes Staithes so nice is they're all slightly different. There's whitewashed ones, there's kind of old big solid stone ones, bricks. And actually I think bricks in the houses and in the bricks that they use in the houses around local places kind of tells you where you are. I mean, if you go to Norfolk, we've got those pebbles that sit in the rendering of the house, which tells you you are in Norfolk, and these bricks here tell me that I'm in Yorkshire. Just really enjoying the days. And I've discovered why the seagulls are quite so noisy, and the reason for it. Let me show you. Let me zoom in up here. So that's where we were standing. My tripod was perched on the end, and look, that's where the seagulls are. Are they nesting? Is it too early for nesting? They must just be roosting up there, but obviously I disturbed them, which is what they were telling me. get away from my house. Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to go up this little narrow path now, up there behind me, over to the other pier, and shoot some pictures. Beautiful Staithes. What a fantastic place. Just a word about art galleries as well. I don't know about you, but when I visit a new place, I often look at the galleries, the compositional ideas, I'll look at postcards, etc. Now, obviously, we want to try and be individual with our photography, but generally, there have been so many people try to photograph this kind of stuff that works and kind of stuff that doesn't. And every day is different because of the clouds and the light and the time of year and that kind of stuff. So I'm not adverse to checking out some ideas and then trying to work around it to see if I can make something a little bit different, but it's worth a go. But it's worth checking those things out just to give you an idea when you get to a new location as to where to make a start from, I suppose. Look at these beautiful houses, they're lovely. Beautiful, look at the doors. Really lovely, the architecture is just wonderful. Right, let's see if I can practice my Yorkshire ready for my initiation later on. Let's rate good fudge.
It's not bad.
Well, it's all right, was it?
It wasn't bad. we still chase out, you know. But, you know
Out.
Yeah, we'll chase out with pitchforks.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't too bad.
Thank you. Good news. Stay tuned for that later on, by the way. So the last time I was here, I was the other side of that breakwater. Look, it's a touch, just a hint of light, but I'm not regretting coming down here because it's nothing much really to speak of, but a shame. But the tide's coming in, as I've said earlier. What I'm going to do now is go to the beach and maybe fly the drone, because there's a shot I want to do with the drone of Staithes, and I'm just going to see if it works. I mean, it might look just as good today, so let's go and try and do that. I've been having a few problems with the drone actually. It's been saying low voltage, and I think the drone, this is the Mavic 2 Pro, is quite old now, and I'm tempted by a new one, but as ever there's the expense involved, and I won't get an awful lot for it second hand, but if it's going to let me down, then I might have to do that at some point. And I'm kind of going to work out this trip whether I need to get a new drone for Scotland, because I don't want to go to Scotland, which is in a couple of weeks' time. Garry and I are up there. I don't want to go to Scotland and find that I've got a drone that doesn't work and the other one is too small, maybe, for the wind. So that's on my mind, but we'll give it a go today, certainly by taking off over that breakwater and well out the way of everybody. And I'm just going to be very, very cautious with it and see if we can't get a picture from out to sea looking back at Staithes. So that's the next thing, I think. Right, so let's get the drone up in the air. I'll probably have to do the drone dance. I'm just going to hover it 10 foot or so for about a minute just to make sure the batteries are all fine, because I don't want it diving into the sea. And then we're going to try and get the shot I've had in my mind for a while of Staithes from out to sea looking back. I think it's going to be a really nice shot. So batteries on half a battery, 3/4 of a battery, and that's the other thing with stuff that starts to get old, the battery starts to kind of take a long while to charge, and they don't fully hold a charge. But I'm hoping we're going to be all right with this shot. So if it works, I'll take you into the handset and I'll talk you around this. Okay, I'm just going to leave the drone there for a sec. Everything looks okay. Wind's not too bad. No one around. Right, let's go. Okay, so this is the shot I've got in mind. I want to get the channel in. It runs down the back. And the shot really is like that. Now, if we had a really good sunset behind this, I'd include more of the sky, but I think something like that Looks good. So let's switch to camera mode now. I've got the other breakwater actually. Actually, that looks nice. Slightly wider angle on that, so we can come in a little bit. Maybe going more around this way. Still want to get that channel in, I think. Let's do one like that. Let's just check that happens. Let's have a look what we've got on here. Also, aperture 3.2. That's all fine. Just going to go to bracket. I'm just going to bracket this just to make sure we've got 3. There we go. That looks good. And then maybe one without the channel in. Let's have a little look at that as a composition. I'm also like these cliffs over to the right here, the shape of those. Actually, I do like that as a composition. I think that works quite well. We've got the channel and then the kind of the curves of the cliffs look really nice. That's a nice picture. I like that. Let's just do one with it closer in of the actual village itself. So we're 200 metres away and about 90 metres high. It's absolutely fine. There we go, look at that. Does that work? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. And there's the 3 images. Just move around this way because there's actually another inlet behind it. Excellent. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. That looks nice. I'll process that and I'll put it on the screen for you now. So that worked really well, actually. I mean, the batteries are getting a bit old. It didn't last as long as it used to, and it may well be that we get a new drone at some point. Whether I get one in time for Scotland or not sure yet, but leave it with me. Now, I'm going to go back up the top now. If I take any more photographs, I'll put them on the end of the video. These ones will be on the end of the video as well for you to check out. I'm now going to go and do my Yorkshire initiation ceremony, which I'm looking forward to. A bit nervous, and hopefully I can become an honorary Yorkshireman, which will be a brilliant honour to have. Right, see if I can find Garry. Gary's flying his drone. I know he's going to be very nervous. It's new. I think he's not the most confident drone flyer, but looks like he's doing brilliantly with it. Go and check out his channel and see what he makes of this. It's quite interesting working with somebody else to see what they do and what they shoot. And then you've always got that kind of, oh, has he got a better shot than me or not, you know? Oh. There's a drone over here. Let me put that footage on for you now. I'll imagine he's got some footage of me walking, talking. Beautiful place, so calm today as well. Go.
What I said now. Got laughs on. Good enough. As long as you promise, you need to be 50%. I've done it again. I can't remember it. Why can I not remember it? Don't matter. Right, Dave, you've been spending far too much time in Yorkshire. Locals have started talking. They've started sharpening the pitchforks, lighting the torches. You've either got to get out of town or you've got to take the Yorkshire oath. It's up to you.
Okay, right, that's the Yorkshire oath it is. Got it here somewhere. Right, ready? Here we go. See all, hear all, say nout. Eat all, sup all, pay nout. And if ever does out for nout, I'll just do it for the sen. Go.
That's good enough, but you're going to have to remember to be 50% more grumpy.
Okay.
Yeah, 20% more tight with your money.
Okay.
And you've got to have 10% less patience for anybody who lives further south than Sheffield. Is that all right?
Okay, done. Deal.
Right, I can now present you with your flat cap.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Hey, that's right, grand.
Hey.
That's a right proper job.
I'll be seeing there.
See you there.